Hello, good afternoon to all. Today I am going to teach you all about the cerebellum. Cerebellum is a very important structure and it is a vitally important part of the motor system of the brain. And this cerebellum is responsible for coordination of movement and motor learning. And it is located dorsal to the brain stem. So, you all must be knowing about the brain stem, structure of the brain stem, and this cerebellum located dorsal to the brain stem. So this is the largest part of hindbrain and second largest structure in the brain. Cerebellum means little brain, or it is also called silent area of the brain. Weight approx 150 grams. So cerebellum consists of vermis and two cerebellar hemisphere. So this picture shows the anatomical structure of cerebellum. In middle here vermis, and two laterals are cerebellar hemisphere. The vermis is situated in the middle and this vermis is connected to the cerebellar hemisphere. So this, you can see here the surface area externally in this diagram. The surface of the cerebellar hemisphere is extensively folded and the mass of cerebellum is only 1/10 of that of cerebral cortex, but its surface area is about 3/4 of that of cortex. So the area is extensively folded. So this is the external feature and anatomical parts. Cerebellum divided on the basis of divided into three categories. First is by anatomical division. Second, cerebellum divided in order to evolutionary consequences, that is phylogenetically division, and third division is according to function. So it is functional division. So according to anatomy, the cerebellum is divided into anatomical division, phylogenetically division and functional. Functional depends upon the functions. Evolution के आधार पे phylogenetically और anatomical depends upon the anatomy of the cerebellum. So you can see here clearly the external surface. Surface is extensively folded and there are mainly two fissures, that is primary and posterolateral, that divide the cerebellum into different lobes. Primary, posterolateral and fissura prima. Fissura prima होता है नीचे की तरफ. Mainly two होते हैं, primary and posterolateral. Anatomical parts of the vermis and part of the cerebral hemisphere. The part of the vermis are lingula, central lobule, columen, declive, coleum, tuber, pyramid, uvula and nodule. And the part of hemisphere are alia, anterior quadrilateral lobes, posterior quadriangular lobule, anterior quadriangular lobule, posterior quadriangular lobule, superior semilunar lobule, inferior semilunar lobule, biventral lobule, tonsil and flocculus. These are not very important, but you must know. So come to the anatomical division. The cerebellum has two principal fissures, that is primary fissure and the posterolateral fissure. These are the two principal fissures, and these two fissures divided the cerebellum into three lobes, that is anterior lobe, posterior lobe and flocculonodular lobes. You can see here in the picture the division of anterior, posterior and follicular and flocculonodular lobe by two fissures. Come to the phylogenetically division. Phylogenetically means it is divided in order of evolutionary sequence, that is divided into three parts: archicerebellum, priocerebellum and neocerebellum. Archicerebellum is the archicerebellum consists of lingula and flocculonodular lobe, and it is the most primitive part of the cerebellum, and they are mainly concerned in maintaining equilibrium. Now come to the priocerebellum. Priocerebellum consists of entire anterior lobe except lingula and pyramids and uvula of the posterior lobe. And the priocerebellum is mainly concerned with the maintenance of tone and posture of the body. So archicerebellum is concerned with maintaining equilibrium, and priocerebellum for maintenance of tone and posture of the body. Come to the neocerebellum. The neocerebellum is phylogenetically the most recent part of the cerebellum, and it consists of posterior lobe except pyramids and uvula. Its connection is highly developed to neocortex, and neocerebellum coordinate the skilled movement of the body. So neocerebellum responsible for the skilled movement of the body. So cerebellum is responsible for coordination of movement and motor learning, and these are the phylogenetically division of the cerebellum. Now come to the functional division. In functional division comes vestibulocerebellum, spinocerebellum and the corticocerebellum. So vestibulocerebellum consists of flocculonodular lobe, vestibular connections, nucleus fastigial, effector nucleus, and control the body in posture of the equilibrium, posture and equilibrium. Spinocerebellum consists of priocerebellum, nucleus interpositus, and responsible for the postural reflexes, and corticocerebellum for the smooth performance. This diagram shows the functional division of cerebellum divided into spinocerebellum, cerebrocerebellum and vestibulocerebellum. So functionally cerebellum, first comes a spinocerebellum. The spinocerebellum has the projection to medial descending system and to the lateral descending system. In medial descending system, that is vestibulospinal and the reticulospinal tracts, and these are responsible for axial that is trunk, axial and limb muscle and postural reflexes, and these lateral descending system consist of corticospinal tracts, and these are responsible for motor execution. Second comes cerebrocerebellum. Cerebrocerebellum is also known as neocerebellum and is the most recent developed part of the cerebellum, and it is extensively connected to the motor cortex and take part in planning and programming of the movement. Third comes vestibulocerebellum. So vestibulocerebellum is formed mainly by the flocculonodular lobe, and it is connected to the vestibular nuclei in the medulla. As the name implies, vestibular nuclei in the medulla, and its main function are related to maintenance of equilibrium of the body and postural control. So these are the different divisions of the cerebellum depending upon their function, evolution and anatomy. Come to the histological structure. Cerebellum has outer cortical layer and deep to which lie the cerebellar white matter. So outer cortical layer and deep to cortical layer is the cerebellar white matter, and there are 4 deep cerebellar nuclei which are interspreaded in the white matter. So histologically divided into cerebral cortex, and deep to this cortex is the white matter, and in white matter different type of nuclei are present. So further the cortex is divided into 3 layers and contain 5 different 3 layers and contain 5 different types of cells. So the cerebral cortex 3 layers. In 3 layers, first one is molecular layer, second one is Purkinje cell layer, and third one is granular cell layer. And white matter has the different fibers, that are projection fiber, association fibers and commissural fibers. And deeper cerebellar nuclei are dentate nucleus, emboliform nucleus and globosous nucleus and fastigial nucleus. So histological structure of cerebellum is very important. Outer cortical layer has got, outer layer is cortex, has got 3 layers, molecular, Purkinje cell and granular cell. And these 3 layers contains 5 types of cells, and these cells are Purkinje cells, granular cells, basket cells and the stellate cells and Golgi cells. So these 5 types of cells are arranged in these different layers. And deeper cerebellar nuclei are of 4 types which are interspreaded in the white matter. White matter के अंदर होंगे. These are of 4 types. 3 layers, 4 nuclei and 5 types of cells are present in cerebellum. So this is the histological structure of cerebellum. Outer one is meninges, then molecular layer, मिडिल में Purkinje सेल होंगे और सबसे लास्ट में इनर वन इज ग्रैनुलर लेयर, एंड बिलो द cortex is the white matter. This is the diagrammatic representation of the cerebral cortex, different layers. First one is molecular, second Purkinje cell and third one is granular cell layer, granular cell layer. And there are different types of cells which are present in the different layers. In molecular layer, 2 types of cell present, that is stellate cells and basket cell. Second one is Purkinje cell, present in Purkinje cell layer, and 2 different types of cells, that is granular cells and the Golgi cells are present in granular cells layer. So 5 types of cells present in 3 different types, 3 different layers of the cerebral cortex. So this is very important, सभी को याद रखना है. 3 layers and 5 cells and 4 nuclei are present in the cerebellum. So this is very important. This diagram shows the cortex, cerebellar cortex. Outer molecular, middle one is Purkinje cell layer, granular cell layer, granular layer, and last one is white matter, deeper to cortex. And these two are the sensory inputs, that are Morse fibers and Clyamine fibers. So sensory inputs I will teach you in my next class. Come to the white matter. White matter contains three types of fibers, that are projection fiber, accession fiber, and chemical fibers. And these are the different types of deep cerebellar nuclei that are interspreaded in the white matter, and these are dentate nucleus, emboliform nucleus, globosus nucleus, and vestigial nucleus. This diagram shows the functional division of cerebellum. So this is all about today lecture. In next lecture I will teach you about the connections, input and output, and lesion of cerebellum and function. Thank you.